I'm this far from the mic,
And I'm this far from the mic.
and we are
These fars from the mic.
We're playing Skate 3, which is one of my favorite games. And Osaka, what's the deal with you?
I'm agnostic on this game, primarily because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground #2 is the best and, in fact, the only skating game that exists.
I disagree, but what are we going to call our team name?
Dodgy Bros.
Dodgy Bros. I like it.
Because both of us are Dodgy Bros.
It's true. Dodgy Bros.
Now, I have a question for you, no thank you.
Go ahead. Ask away.
The question on my mind is, why are you not recording this in 60 frames per second?
Because I don't like the way 60 FPS looks.
You complained about this just today when we recorded our video on the sham war on terrorism, otherwise known as the war on disease. And I got grilled, I got flamed for my use of 60 FPS.
Yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't look good.
I used to have the same opinion, but then I started watching Karesu's vlogs, which is this kind of anime neo-Nazi like vlogger that used to make videos and then unlisted all of his stuff. I used to live with him. He always did this thing that I thought was really weird that distinguished him from the rest of Denpatube, where not only did he not record in 4:3 super low resolution, he recorded it in 1080p 60 FPS, sometimes 4K. And I remember watching those videos like that and then thinking well, this is like some Baudrillard type shit. This feels like hyper reality. I've entered a space where a space between the real and the unreal, and it kind of grew on me after a while. At first I was super disgusted by it, but then eventually I started feeling like maybe this is more Denpa than Denpa, depending on the type of video being made, and so that's why I like to use both of them.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean I record in higher quality when I'm making I do it sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But it's usually when you're just trying to make a really mainstream
Yeah,
point,
if I'm
right?
trying to make a more mainstream video, I'll record in high. But the reason is, I mean, I like I like 4:3 just as an aspect ratio. It reminds me of old films I like and stuff.
To be fair, the French Dispatch is a 4K movie that's in 4:3.
Yeah, lots of movies are in 4:3. I mean, a lot of my favorite old Japanese movies are in 4:3.
Yeah.
And old anime are in 4:3.
Yeah, I think the aspect ratio is really good depending on what you're trying to do, and it can be used in creative ways. But that doesn't mean that the resolution has to be super.
I mean, the reason I do that is to save space, so I can record 12-hour vlogs without being worried about,
Yeah, instead of having it cut off mid-sentence the way
Yeah.
that our video did. Yeah.
Oops.
Ooh, getting jiggy with it.
Apparently.
This guy plays on easy mode.
Yeah, I do. Everyone does.
Wait, are you saying everyone plays on easy mode in Skate 3?
People who like to play the way I do play on easy mode. I don't know. I haven't
Badly?
played it. Yeah, apparently. What am I doing?
I remember a couple days ago when you were like, oh yeah, we're going to record a Let's Play and I'm going to beat the game.
I am going to beat the game. It's easy.
You're beating something.
My wife?
Hold on now. This isn't Russian lawlessness.
I was going to say to you the other day, remember when we had a brief argument about stuff we can't talk about on the Let's Play?
Yeah.
I was going to say to you, I don't think you understand the system here. This is English lawlessness, okay? I make up the rules and enforce them how I please.
You're like the Tsar of England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Where is this guy?
He doesn't exist. I'm like enamored by the movement in this game. It's like simultaneously janky and not.
Yeah, I think this is like as good as video games should ever have looked, you know?
That's because you think jank is depth.
Jank is depth. Hey, that's one of my videos.
I remember watching that video at Karesu's house and then thinking like, what is the filth that this guy lives in? I really need to clean this guy's house. I kept thinking that.
You finally did.
I finally did, and I'm not even done. Not even close.
Where is this guy off to?
Wasn't there like a living organism in your corner when Dotsmite got here?
There was a bit of mold, but I cleaned it up with bleach instantly. But yeah, it wasn't good.
Should I talk about my euphemism for mold?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I see.
But yeah, Skate 3 is better than Tony Hawk's because of the flick stick mechanics.
Tony Hawk is better because it has a better soundtrack.
It does have a better soundtrack. I will give you that one.
They literally have Jodie Foster's Army on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is one of the best punk bands because they created skate punk in Phoenix, Arizona.
That's not true.
No, they did.
I created skate punk.
I see.
Did you have? I guess this first one's just gonna be rambly, or like, how are we doing this?
I don't know. You're the one who wrote down all the topics.
I
I have
didn't
a
write
couple in my head.
I wrote down a couple of topics, but I'm gonna save them until the next episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'm part of the JFA. You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to get that T-shirt that has like Ronald Reagan with like a scope in like pointed towards his head, and then it has like the anarchist star and then like Jodie Foster's Army on it. I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna wear it inside of a government building.
Interesting idea.
And then I'm going to stage.
No.
What?
I'm saving you from yourself here.
No, I said I was going to stage a sit-in protest.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you think I was gonna stage the moon landing? Like,
I don't think the moon landing was staged.
I think it was.
I know you do.
Like, okay, if you look at the response time on the TV, like, it got to the airwaves, like, immediately when they got there. How, with that old technology, would they have been able to do it that fast?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that the...
I don't know if you're asking this genuinely, because I can answer the question. I can give you a real answer.
I'm saying...
Radio waves work fast whether you're in the 60s or now. They travel at the speed of light.
Really?
Yes.
I see.
And actually, so the way TV used to work, it's actually easier to live stream on TV than it is to broadcast traditional, like pre-recorded content, because the way video works, like the way they used to record content for TV is they would record it on film, and then they would have a special machine which was basically just a big film screen and then a digital camera that pointed at it that live streamed it to the TV. Like TV is built around digital video live streaming.
I see.
And so taking some radio waves and turning them into a live video feed is easy, whether or not the radio waves are coming from the moon or wherever.
I see.
What am I doing right now? Oh, I kept pressing decline.
Now, that's a convincing point that you make. However, I think the Gypsy Cabal had something to do with it. Do you know about these guys?
I don't know about them.
So there's this nomadic tribe of people, ethnically referred to as the Romani, that have been all over Europe
one of them.
For centuries.
There's one of them standing in front of my ramp right now.
That's crazy. Well, there you have it. He's the one preventing you from being able to make that move.
I don't want to own. I want to kill. Okay.
The Gypsy Cabal is present in all branches of government.
I don't think
The-
this is true at all.
The banks.
I don't.
The media.
I do not condone this message.
The thing is,
No,
I'm the
stop.
only one who knows about it because a gypsy doctor misdiagnosed me as bipolar.
I don't think that's true.
A gypsy doctor misdiagnosed me as transgender.
I see.
And that's why, ever since I've detransitioned, I have come to several conclusions. Several conclusions that the radical left that the gypsies control don't want you to hear. And I'll say the most important one
Still
right
owned?
now.
How am I supposed to kill the spot?
They own you every time. This is what I'm saying. It's them. I mean,
don't think it is.
we know their names. We know who they are.
Who are they?
The gypsies.
I don't think this is real.
I'll put it like this. I'm going to say the one thing that the gypsy cabal and their bankers, their real estate moguls, their media men at all levels of government don't want you to hear. I love America. I love Jesus. And I love my gun. What do you think about that?
Interesting. You know what? Fuck it, I give up.
You give up?
I'm just gonna keep owning. Owning
The
still
Let's
wins.
Play's over, guys.
This woman walked in front of my fucking shit. All right, what do you think is a good photo here?
Yeah, sure. This is like a Japanese album cover.
yeah, it's like a Midori album cover. This is amazing. We're gonna put that on the cover of Thrasher.
Yes.
The mag photo. Owned.
Owned.
Perfect.
I just want to be clear for any anti-racists in the audience who may be thinking of clipping me. I don't believe that there's a gypsy cabal. Sorry, guys.
Why has this suddenly stopped working? Oh, wait.
But you know what cabal I do believe in?
Is it just lagging?
The Estonian cabal. Wait, is it?
What-
What's happening?
I don't know. Okay, now it's working. Okay, I don't know what that was about, but I'm finally free. We can just skate around now. We don't have to play the game anymore. We can play the real game, which is just skating around and having fun.
It's free skating, yeah?
Well, I'm not actually in free skating mode, but the free skating mode gives you a... Oh, not my best play ever. Should we try and do this drop-in thing?
I don't know anything about this game. I haven't played it since I was like 2 years old.
I love this game.
It's a video game. I don't like... You love the way that it looks, but...
I don't love the way that it looks. I think maybe it's just nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
But I think... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, when I said that, when I complimented the looks, I said, like, this is, like, as realistic as video games ever needed to be, I think.
I like photorealism a lot in, like, The Last of Us and, like, Beyond Two Souls. I mean, I find that stuff, like, really impressive.
Should we jump the shark?
Yeah, sure. But, like, when I look at this, when, like, 360 games were, like, in this weird in-between phase where they were trying to do realism, like, really hard, but they just didn't have the technology down yet, I find it, like, really unpleasant to look at. Like, I look at this and I'm just, like, I'm not as intolerant of it as I used to be, because, like, as a kid, when this stuff was relevant, I remember, like, railing against it super hard. I was, like, one of those high IQ children who was, like, every video game should look like No More Heroes, which was, yo, it's Blahaj, which is kind of based.
Yeah, that is based.
Yo, you're jumping on Blahaj. That's fucking awesome.
See, this game's great.
It's progressive. What can I say? It has something for everyone.
It's got a little something for everyone.
Blahaj is the only one who can understand me. This is why I sleep with him every
I
night.
don't think you do.
I do at home.
Huh.
Yeah. I have a Blahaj and Karomi plush. One of them is for transness and the other is for BPD / pedophilia.
Whoa. I'm trying to this is like hard to land. I find I've done it a few times before, but
anyhow, I was one of those.
so you see how I'm skating in like a completely unrealistic manner.
Yes.
Like this is like what easy mode is for.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to skate realistic, I mean you can do this. You can't do a lot of this stuff in like hard mode, but it's just not fun really. I've played the game like that like before, and I've had some fun doing realistic style skating, but it's just I prefer the insane jumps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people like this game for the realistic skating, but
I don't actually like skating games, generally speaking. The reason why I like Tony Hawk so much is because the enjoyment I get from playing it is because it's a portrait of the time. Like, I listen to the soundtrack and I kind of skate around with a feeling of movement that's like satisfying enough to where like I can play it and then just kind of zone out. Underground 2 was like one of my favorite games to play on Klonopin. Because like I would take like 3 milligrams of Klonopin, which is a lot, and I would just like I'd put that shit on and it would feel like I was in 2004, you know?
yeah.
That to me is what skating games are for. I really wish I could be someone who could like be super autistic about the mechanics or like actually good at them, but I don't know. I'm just not there. It's my IQ isn't high enough.
Yeah. No, I like the gameplay. I like the momentum and the way that the trick mechanics work. Like, it's very satisfying to learn all the different, like, that sort of thing, you know?
I feel like the reason you like this stuff is similar to why you like the movement in Valve games.
100%. It's like surfing in CSGO. Like, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, all the games I like just do the same thing. They're all CSGO secretly. Like this, Trackmania, they're all secretly CSGO.
Super Mario 64
Yeah,
even?
Mario 64. Mario 64 is not really CSGO. That's the only one that's different.
I see. Yeah.
Every game is Counter-Strike. This is what they want. This is what the mainstream media won't tell you.
This is what the gypsy media won't tell you.
What do you think about this, eh? Bet yeah, this ain't your granddad's manual.
It's alright.
You know what? Next episode, actually.